It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Commanders and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start out here with the option left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the...
And when you watch him play, you see even early in his NFL career, he's a guy that has the ability to change a game with his legs, and that's really important early on to understand who he is. And his coaching staff, I think they're going to let him freewheel it a bit out there because they know how difficult it is for defenses to try and keep him hemmed in.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the gun, Murray. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 42-yard line.
Here's Murray. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. To the air goes Daniels. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by McManus is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Murray going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Murray again. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
On the toss, here's Robinson. Shrugs him off. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick slant, Dotson. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
On the option, here's Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 9 now. On the screen, this is Eckler. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Daniels. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? He's going to try and do this himself. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Here's Daniels. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Murray now to throw. Goes right back to McBride. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
To throw, it's Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeout. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point good by Prater. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying. Second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. To the air goes Daniels.
And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Prater for the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. C.D. Lamb leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. How did he stay on his feet? And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
throwing to start the drive. Murray. That is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Murray going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10. Take over. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now is Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Murray now. Able to get this one to McBride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Murray. Complete to Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
Murray now to throw. To Connor on the check down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. They needed 4, they got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down.
That's good for the Cardinals. First and 10 at the 17-yard
Shotgun now for Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
From the gun, Murray throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Murray off play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
For the Cardinal field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the...
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Good. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Daniels.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air goes Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Daniels. That is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 28-24, 57 seconds to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down.
Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Commanders,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.